Let's start it. In this session, we are going to discuss Python for AWS. As part of Python for AWS, we are going to cover these topics team. So first we start with Python introduction. We are going to understand what is Python and where we can use Python in AWS. And then we are going to discuss how we are going to write Python programs, means Python program introduction. We are going to write a Python programs in interactive mode and script mode. What is interactive mode? What is script mode? And what are softwares we use in interactive mode? And what are softwares we use in script mode? Then we are going to start installing Python on Windows operating system, and then we are going to see first Python program using Python shell. And then we are going to see Anaconda Python installation and first Python program using Jupyter Notebook and first Python program using Spider IDE. Okay, let me. And once we complete Anaconda Python installation, we are going to see PyCharm IDE installation and first Python program using PyCharm IDE. And then we are going to see VS Code IDE installation and first Python program using VS Code. After that, we are going to start Python programming indentation rules with different examples. After completing Python indentation rules, we are going to start Python language fundamentals. Very, very important team. We are going to discuss different Python language fundamentals with different examples like identifiers, keywords, data types, etc., comments, etc. And after completing this one, we are going to discuss collection data types with different examples too. Okay. So once we complete this 8 topics, 1 to 8 topics, we can say scripting oriented programming. Sorry, not up to this. Let me discuss collection data types and flow control statements. Once collection data types are completed, we are going to discuss flow control statements like if, per, while, break, and continue. Once these 10 topics are completed, we can say scripting oriented programming. Scripting oriented programming is completed. After completing scripting oriented programming, we are going to discuss modular oriented programming. This 11th topic is modular oriented programming. In this modular oriented programming, we are going to discuss what are modules with examples, what are packages with different examples, and libraries with examples. Yeah. After completing modular oriented programming, we are going to discuss procedure oriented programming. In this procedure oriented programming, we are going to discuss what are functions, how to write functions with different examples. Then what are lambda functions, how to write lambda functions with different examples. So we are going to discuss procedure oriented programming. After completing procedure oriented programming, we are going to discuss object oriented programming team. Object oriented programming. What are classes? What are objects? how to write classes, how to create objects with different examples. What are constructors? What is self keyword with examples? Okay. So first we start with scripting oriented programming, scripting oriented programming, and then modular oriented programming, modular oriented programming, and then procedure oriented programming, procedure oriented programming, and then object oriented programming, object oriented programming. Python supports these four kinds of programming techniques. As part of our Python for AWS, we are covering all these. Along with this one, along with this one, we are going to we are going to create AWS EC2 instance, and then we are going to install Python in AWS EC2 instance. And Windows, we already having VS Code, right? In one of the example, I said VS Code installation here, VS Code installation, right? So we are going to see connecting VS Code with EC2 instance. Instead of every time connecting EC2 instance, we are going to use VS Code. We are going to create a connection to EC2 instance. Then we start practicing Python programs on EC2 instance using VS Code in Windows. Along with this one, we are going to see different Python examples. From VS Code, we are going to write different Python examples for different AWS services. So these are 16 important topics we are going to discuss as part of Python for AWS team. This is very, very important for every Python, every AWS person. So this Python for AWS is mainly for any person who want to work on AWS. You may be data analyst, you may be AWS engineer, AWS data engineer, AWS data analyst, AWS data scientist, any AWS. You may be even DevOps engineer on AWS. This course will help you lot. Okay, I am covering all the concepts. I am covering all the concepts for Python for AWS team.